My name's Leroy Chapman, and this is Public Secrets. Hello? You're doing it wrong. We're here at 91st and Harvard at the Calvary Cemetery. We're going to be going back into a section that isn't part of the official cemetery, that is a Creek Freedmen burial ground that's been developed over. And today, our guest is Kavin Ross. He's a local Tulsa journalist, and he is a Freedman descendant. And he discovered this area and has done all the research on it. We've had a state archaeologist come out and do GPS pinpointing. We know that this is an actual Creek burial ground, right?
Paved over.
We're actually on a trail here. You can see tracks.
Some kind of service road between the cemeteries, because basically this area is nothing but a big neighborhood of cemeteries. You got about 3 cemeteries. You got the Calvary Cemetery, you got the Booker T. Washington Cemetery, which is now Rolling Oak Cemetery.
Right, which is right over here. When you come back through here, this is what you start to see. This right here is a headstone.
Yeah, this
that's
right
been
here.
knocked over.
Yeah. And this is one that was found by members of the Center for Racial Justice. And actually, this has been moved since they discovered it, because this piece right here and this piece right here were all together.
Connected.
They were all connected. And even now, I'm seeing pieces, you know, like right there, that wasn't like that as well. So there've been people up here messing with it.
You can see how it's like, you know, they've created like 3-wheeler trails through here, and
this would launch me to do a full investigation. And now you see the other markers, they start appearing. And I remember one day when I came out here and I was taking close-up shots of the markers that were out here at that time. And I realized, oh my gosh, I'm just surrounded. Because I mean, this whole area that they cleared off, there were much more of those markers here. They were planted like rows of corn along this path, and a lot of them are missing. Some of the headstones I know are missing. This development is called the Villages at Ashton Creek.
oh, they've got a fence up now. Just on the other side, there's a retention pond. You can see the pipes coming through where the water comes in. And when I first came out here after Kavin told me about it, there was cement, chunks of cement that were ground level, as if a bulldozer had just taken the headstones right off, and you could see them in order. And there was also the small metal plaques that they'll place on graves marking the grave before the headstone gets there. There was old ones that were scattered about that field as well.
People, when they came to look on their dead or bury their dead, they came along this road. To date, there's no road connecting this cemetery with the other cemetery. And what's illegal is not being able to have this area accessible. Now with a gated community, you know, there's no way you can get in here unless you go through the service road of where we just passed through the Calvary Cemetery. And the gated community, they really don't want nobody up here. You know, so.
And you can see the proximity of the gated community right here. We're about maybe 50 yards. Out here we have military graves, Native American freedmen graves, and African American graves.
Yeah.
This is other burial furniture.
Yeah.
There's a old plastic flower there, looks like. There's 2 more markers back there.
You see markers all through
here? It looks like it. This is the tip of a...
Yeah, a tip of a much larger, like that you'll see like in Oak Lawn. This guy actually lived on Greenwood. It's one of 2 military graves that are out here. This guy's name is Elijah Tobias, private in the Arkansas Infantry.
LaFortune?
Yes.
Came out here?
Yeah, Bob LaFortune.
The city has known about this for almost a decade now.
Yeah.
And it's still in disarray, and there's still development going on out here.
State officials, city officials, the mayors, they all been out here. They all walked on these same buried grounds. And I started wanting to believe that who developed this land, or who was involved, pushed the political powers away, because what they were doing at the time, we got them documented on film, is that the developer did remove, move, disturb burial furniture and possibly bodies.
Which is a felony.
And nothing was done. It was quiet until the state and the city really claims this area and do a full investigation. This issue is not going to be at rest. who's to say that in time that this won't look like that over there? Because somebody cared over here. Nobody cared over there.